distance. It's a distance machine, this thing is. It's unbelievable. Get in there! Oh, wow. No! Is this the Callaway Paradym Iron? Or is it the Paradym? It sounded better in my head. Well, we're going to see, like, right now. So I had scripted all this out, and then the guys were chatting about songs that would go with Paradym. And then it just came to me. Gangsta's Paradym.
As I walk down the fairway after the slice of death, I take a look at my light and shank it into a park bench.
Because I've been laughing and crying so much that even my caddy thinks that my round is gone.
But I ain't never double-crossed and didn't deserve it.
4 putts from 3 feet.
You know that's unheard of.
Yeah. You still there? Guys, first things first, you know what to do. What are your first impressions of the visuals of the new Callaway Paradym Iron? Now, I've got to be honest with you, I had already filmed this, and for the first time I think ever, in 10 years on YouTube, 10 years, I lost all the footage. So it feels a bit like Groundhog Day today, which is a shame. Oh well, for me, visually, I look at this and hear the Zexio echoes all around me, which is not a bad thing. It isn't the best looking iron that I've ever seen, for sure. It probably sits in the middle. It's pretty. It's very, very smart and premium looking, hence the Zexio vibe. So I've set this at 209 yards. I reckon this is about right. Course swing. Let's go. Love the height. Has that gone over it? What's the ball speed on that? 144 miles an hour. But the biggest surprise for me with this iron, pleasant surprise, is what you see down at the ball. At the address position, for some reason I look at this iron on the shelf and expect a fair amount of offset. The offset that would resemble the bend of a wet and water slide. What? But it's not at all, it's all quite compact. In actual fact, if this was a water slide, the heel and the hosel area, it would be very boring. It would. Very playerish visuals, which really does match the dating profile of this iron. A lovely iron, searching for someone who is also looking for extra distance with a redefined shape and born with premium forging. A lively iron who's seeking holes. Oh, it sounded so much better when I wrote it. So based on that, everyone that fits that dating profile could in fact date the Paradym Iron. I'll spread that one out to the right a bit, but it's coming back nicely. It's nice to hit. Consistent. That's what you like to see. You like to see a consistency in this iron because you feel like in the pecking order of priorities, that's not it. This is like a distance. Distance is definitely number one. Swing feels quite good today. That is massive. Okay, let's knock it back a bit. We gathered it's not going to go 200 yards. On this date, however, you can expect the following. A very powerful AI designed forged 455 face, optimised for more speed, higher launch and spin consistency, i.e. expect to pay the bill. A forged face cup and hollow body speed construction, which keeps the head stiff. Really regretting this dating thing now. What's that strong aroma that you're getting from your date, you ask? It's the strong urethane microspheres, of course. Does it smell? It must smell of something, surely. I wouldn't comment about your date's weight, okay? Very dangerous territory. But even though the Paradym Iron looks compact and slim, it is smuggling up to 67 grams of tungsten internally to improve miss hits and launch characteristics. That's at the bottom. How forgiving are you? Terribly, terribly forgiving. Oh, it's just a big whack when you get it. Seeking holes. Oh, This is a beast. Again, 52 degrees of descent. It's coming in from space. Right, the lofts. Love that meme. So the 7-iron loft is, oh, we've lost connection. All right guys, see you later. Pleasure. Oh, back. So the 7-iron loft, it's 29 degrees. So you're probably saying to yourself, that's similar to my 5-iron loft. Well, yes, but it's gonna fly like the number on the iron. So all this tungsten, 67 grams, positioned to get the ball in the air, to fly like a 7-iron, not 320 yards, flooring 40 spectators. What I like so much about this iron is I know I can work it one way. I always like to eliminate a side of the golf course. This, even though the offset is not, like I say, obvious, I do feel like it's got that little bit of a draw bias slightly still, so I can start it just right and it should come back. And when it doesn't, it just goes bullet straight. Oh, it's miles! 142. I reckon there's like a 150 ball. We're gonna give that a go. 150 ball speed at the end of the video. Yeah, this is good. Sound's not amazing. It's just a bit clicky in here. Hard to judge. That just fly 220 yards. 144 ball. It's gonna look crazy at that distance. Obviously, I have worked that right to left, which is not it's not the launch and the spin rate down, so it's going to go that little bit further with the pull and the close face, but that is ridiculous. A bit more neutral. I'll start to accelerate a bit more. These are so high. It's just distance. It's a distance machine, this thing is. It's unbelievable. So I've removed that crazy long left one, but apart from that, very, very consistent. Look at this dispersion pattern as well. Like I say, I know what I've got to work with this iron. Start it off the right hand side, it works its way back in. Worst case scenario, acts a bit like a block, right side of the green, not a problem. On average, we've got a ball speed of 141. Now, as soon as I saw this, I was like, there's 150 in this, which is obscene to think of with a 7-iron. But I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I'm going to give it a go after this. So you're probably saying, what does that prove? Well, it's distance, isn't it? It's output of this iron head, which if you're after distance, you've got to give this a go. Carry on average was 210 yards with a 7-iron. Spin was 5,000. Again, maybe a few gasps, but that's not horrendous at all. 214 total, but on average 51 degrees of landing. What more do you want from a distance iron, really? We didn't shank it into a park bench, that's for sure. Not yet, anyway. So guys, stick around as we've got 10 shots to see if we can break the 150 mile an hour ball speed mark with a 7-iron, which is quite insane, really. For everyone else, thank you as always for watching. If you're not a part of Team Al, please hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I'm live streaming on Twitch. Love to see you over there. Let's go. So for me to achieve this, I feel like I've really got to compress. That's not necessarily going to make it go further. It might impart more backspin, actually. So I put myself out at 214 yards, 10 shots for 150 ball speed. I don't know if it's possible. I feel like it could be. We'll see. Well, if that's not going to do it, I don't know what is. A bit bottomy though. There's probably a bit more RPM in the middle. 144 again? 146! I mean, it wasn't bad. 146! That's got to have done it. It's got to have done it. Felt crispier. 146. Am I maxed? That's it. Gotta be. Oh wow. That nearly through. No! No! No. It's not slow, but it's not going to do it. All compression here. As steep as Al could possibly get, which is not very. That's done it. That's 100%. Please be a good golf shot as well, just to make it even better. Carry 220. Get in there! Come on! So 150 ball, 222 carry with a 7-iron. We're going to stop it there. Yeah. Are we? Yeah.